Hello, my name is Queen Nancy, and I will tell you the real story of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. A long time ago, when there were still castles, knights, and queens, I was walking through my castle and suddenly wondered who was the fairest and most beautiful of them all. I asked the magic mirror, and he said that Snow White was the fairest. So I went to congratulate her. I disguised myself as an old hag so I didn't want anyone to see me as the queen and start asking me questions. I brought apples to give to her, but I forgot that I had poisoned them to kill my neighbor's cat. Snow White opened the door and snatched the apple from my hands. That rude girl wasn't grateful at all. Next, she ate the apple and suddenly fell into a deep sleep, looking as if she was dead. Much time went by and the forest grew up around Snow White. One day, a prince was riding his horse Bob. They were trotting through the forest when he heard a rustle coming from the left. Out from the thicket, a jackrabbit emerged. He wished he had that rabbit, for what a feast that would be. Next, he was on his way again when a rustle was heard from the right. The jackrabbit appeared yet another time. This time he was quicker and drew his sword, chasing the rabbit. Yet misfortune befell him again, and the rabbit was gone. He grabbed his horse's reins and kept on walking. Then, once more, another rustle was heard, and this time he tried trampling it. The prince dashed through the bush and tripped a rock and fell onto this beautiful woman, lip on lip.
Whoa, you got this story all wrong, lady, said the prince. My lips never touched that woman's face. Ew, is she a frog or a human? And I was not chasing no jackrabbit. My name is LT, and I'm a very shrewd knight from Normandy. I have fought in innumerable battles with vicious and brutal knights. One day, while I was exploring the land, I saw a very extraordinary forest with lyrical birds and vibrant trees, and a tiny house far away in the distance. I came upon these 7 little gnome-like things. They weren't grateful to see me. One of them was named Grumpy, and he was particularly rude that day.
Okay, wait a minute. How dare you call me grumpy? And you are wrong, mister. That house wasn't tidy. It was a mess. Snow White asked me to her house one day. I felt sort of weird going to a stranger's house, but I went anyway. When I got to her house, I could barely walk in through the door. Books, clothes, food, and pillows were spread out all over the floor. I wondered why her house was so dirty. I later asked her, and she just stared at me with an evil look in her eye. Finally, she replied, I just don't have the time. All day I lie around in my bed reading books, waiting for my prince to come back. So she went on to tell me that she wanted to kill some queen. She even had this poison cherry. She wanted me, of all people, to give it to the queen. I said, oh my gosh, no way. She thought I was rude. Imagine that. So she demanded that I leave. After leaving her filthy house, I heard someone calling my name. Then I met the ugliest, monster-looking, wicked creature that I had ever seen. She introduced herself as the queen of the land. She ordered me to give a red apple to the most fairest and beautiful girl in the land named Snow White. Now, Snow White was pretty, but I hate pretty girls, honestly. I used to have a pretty girlfriend who later broke my heart, and I...
Hello, excuse me. These stories are all nice to listen to, but I, the magic mirror, have a secret to tell you. Did you know that I was the one and only true brother of Snow White? Snow White and I were twins, but I was younger and extremely ugly. Because of this, I was rejected, and that's why even today there is no mention of me in the story. Instead, they turned me into a magic mirror, and miserably, every day I had to listen to the queen ask me who was the fairest maiden of the land was. Because I was bored, I started to lie to the queen. And every day I made up lies. And one day, out of bitterness and revenge, I told her that Snow White was the fairest of the land.
Stop!
after thing. No one lives happily ever after just because the prince simply kisses them. If you're going to live happily ever after, you must make the most of the time given to you. The choice is yours. Toodles!